My sister Tracy is the one who said to me, Tony, you know, when you make it, you can help us come on. So I always try to abide that. But the responsibility of it is so heavy for me. I feel I can never live my life, and I never used to say it. I never used to say anything to anybody, but since we've been doing this show, I've been saying it.
Before we dive into the emotional journey of Toni Braxton, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on the stories behind the stars you love. Toni Braxton, the legendary R&B icon who captivated millions worldwide with her soulful voice and timeless hits, has faced more than her fair share of personal struggles behind her glamorous image. Born into the Braxton family, Toni was destined for musical greatness from an early age, beginning her journey alongside her sisters in the late 1980s. Although they collectively dreamed of fame, it was Toni who quickly rose to prominence, securing a solo deal that would forever change their family dynamics. Her debut album, released in 1993, became an overnight sensation, spawning hits like Breathe Again and Another Sad Love Song, which propelled her into superstardom. But as Toni's fame skyrocketed, so did her responsibilities, and soon the weight of her family's expectations and financial burdens began to bear heavily upon her shoulders. At just 14, Toni found herself thrust into a caretaker role after her mother suffered a severe injury, leaving her to help parent her younger siblings. This early responsibility set a pattern that would persist throughout her life, marking her as the provider of her family from a very young age. Despite earning millions through her record sales, over 70 million albums worldwide, Toni repeatedly found herself in financial distress, primarily due to exploitative record deals that drastically limited her earnings. She famously filed for bankruptcy twice, first in 1998 due to contract issues that left her receiving only a fraction of the royalties she deserved, and again in 2010 after being diagnosed with lupus, forcing her to cancel her lucrative Las Vegas residency without adequate insurance coverage. The financial and emotional toll of these events was immense, leaving Toni not only struggling to maintain her lifestyle, but also coping with the emotional toll of constant instability. Toni's struggles were exacerbated by her family's ongoing reliance on her financially. Only her sister Tamar consistently stepped up to assist with familial responsibilities without asking for compensation. Tensions peaked within the Braxton family during their reality show, Braxton Family Values, where long-standing resentments surfaced publicly. Toni openly expressed frustration over her sisters Trina and Tawanda, who often expected compensation for assisting her professionally, adding strain to their already complicated relationships. The stress of these financial demands and family expectations became a heavy emotional burden, further complicated by deeply personal betrayals. Toni vividly recalls a painful experience during a high-profile Oprah Winfrey interview, intended to shed light on her financial hardships. Instead, she felt publicly shamed and humiliated by Oprah, who questioned her spending habits and lifestyle choices, severely damaging her reputation and career momentum. That moment, she later admitted, changed how the public perceived her, shifting sympathy to suspicion. Despite her immense talent and success, Toni found herself continuously entangled in legal and financial woes, including substantial tax liens filed by the IRS and the California Franchise Tax Board, amounting to nearly $500,000 in unpaid taxes. The fact that such a widely recognized artist could face such challenges stunned fans and the industry alike. Yet, it wasn't just financial troubles plaguing Toni. Family drama reached new heights when filming of Braxton Family Values was halted due to explosive arguments over payment disparities, resulting in Toni temporarily stepping away from the show and distancing herself from the turmoil. She publicly expressed her disappointment and heartache, especially following the passing of their sister Tracy, as the sisters had promised her they'd reconcile and improve their relationships. Instead, divisions deepened. Tamar's volatile relationship with their sister Tawanda particularly escalated tensions within the family, with Tamar eventually labeling her family environment as toxic and temporarily disabling her social media accounts following an emotional breakdown. Tamar's dramatic accusations highlighted the depth of dysfunction within the family, alleging emotional abuse and gaslighting from her sisters. The emotional toll of these public feuds was substantial, contributing to Toni's ongoing health issues, including complications from lupus, a chronic autoimmune disease aggravated by stress. Despite their attempts at reconciliation, strained interactions persisted, most notably when Tamar blocked Toni on social media, publicly humiliating her when Toni tried to wish Tamar a happy birthday. Tony's attempts to mend fences seemed repeatedly thwarted by ongoing misunderstandings and deep-seated resentment among her siblings. The complexity of their relationships made healing difficult. What was once a unified musical force had now become fragmented, and the public watched it unravel. Throughout all these challenges, Toni Braxton has remained remarkably resilient, continuously attempting to balance her love for her family with the necessity of establishing boundaries to protect her own mental, emotional, and financial health. Fans and observers have often speculated that Toni's constant support for her family contributed significantly to her financial downfalls, noting how she consistently prioritized her family's well-being over her own financial security. This relentless caregiving pattern ultimately left Toni drained, both emotionally and financially. Yet, even amid these hardships, Toni Braxton's legacy endures as one of music's most cherished voices, illustrating the complexity and often hidden struggles behind fame and familial bonds. Her ability to persevere through emotional turmoil and professional setbacks is a testament to her strength and resilience. Toni's influence on the R&B genre is immeasurable, and her vulnerability in sharing her hardships only deepens the respect fans hold for her. Beyond the awards, chart-topping hits, and television appearances, Toni Braxton represents the all-too-real struggles many people face in silence, those torn between caring for loved ones and preserving their own well-being. Her life story is not just one of talent and fame, but of sacrifice, courage, and unbreakable spirit. She remains a voice not only in music but in the broader conversation about health, family, fame, and the toll it takes. She has become an emblem of survival, someone who speaks up about lupus awareness, mental health, and financial literacy. Toni's advocacy and transparency have saved lives, offering hope to others facing similar diagnoses. Her journey shows us that even the brightest stars are human, and their lights shine even brighter when they are honest about their battles. Toni continues to release music, tour, and advocate for those who feel unheard or unseen. Her story reminds us of the importance of empathy toward artists, caregivers, and anyone who carries unseen burdens. As fans, it's important to support not only the artist but the person behind the art. Toni's endurance, grace, and vulnerability inspire a new generation of artists and fans alike to be honest about their struggles and to seek healing, no matter how broken things may feel. If you found this story powerful, insightful, or moving, don't forget to leave a comment below, like this video, and subscribe to the channel.